Despite the organization's drama regarding its ownership and team management, LMQ secured second place in the 2014 summer split. However, going into playoffs and qualifiers for Worlds, we would see LMQ at its absolute weakest. Bypassing the quarterfinals, LMQ faced off against TSM, a foe that they have never lost to in the regular season, in what will become one of the most heated best-of-5s in Season 4. LMQ stayed true to their playstyle throughout the season. They were feared for their early game aggression and their ability to snowball, which was the case in Game 1. 4 minutes into the match, LMQ obtained first blood off a Lustboy.
Slow movement up here. TSM seems to have the gank, but they don't have the vision in the brush. Simple brush control. Wow, coming up with a bomb for first blood. That is absolutely huge. Flash down as well and heal for TSM.
11 minutes in, LMQ fought simultaneously in the mid lane and the bot lane and took Dragon. By mid-game, LMQ was set up to win the game based on the advantages they have accumulated over time. However, TSM bounces back with a team fight due to LMQ's over-aggression.
These guys are not afraid to go in. Wild Turtle's going to be hit up. That's a bomb that he can't get away from. Bjergsen throws down the Zanya's. It doesn't even chump the water.
This is a great fight for TSM, though.
Out the ultimate. Xiao getting hurt. There's the exhaust going down. He's actually able to take down Xiao. Amazing, doing a great job. So, there it is. Ackerman and the team go in a little too hard, and it starts to bite back against them.
Then Vasily steals Baron, and LMQ wins the game from a team fight afterwards.
It looks like it's...
Oh man, the steal is a real opportunity.
Sonic Wave's on, goes in, stolen! My God, it was actually stolen by Vasily! Look at him, yelling to the team. They know what they just did, and TSM pretty much gives it back on a platter.
Despite a minor setback from their aggression, LMQ maintained the gold lead as well as kept TSM under pressure. However, Game 2 would be a different story. TSM was able to return some punches back at LMQ's early game aggression by using vision and map control. While LMQ was able to obtain some early game kills on Dyrus and Lustboy, TSM kept absolute control on the objectives on the map, taking the first 2 dragons as well as catching any LMQ member out trying to ward.
Multiple critical cooldowns in that last fight. Xiao will be resing and trying to make it up, but they're going for the catches.
Wow, indeed they're going for the catches. A little hop from Wild Turtle, able to get the slow on to get that kill going down for Amazing, and it looks like they're now headed for Dragon. Definitely a different game for Game 2.
Or whether or not they can get some catches, and they've got a catch for 2.
Before it goes down, that's not even, yes, it was a shockwave actually that locked them in, but they're going to be able to follow up. Another dissonant slow coming in. Beautiful move by Bjergsen to pull in the command protect and then throw out the kill.
One successful team fight after catching No Name and more, TSM was able to take their first win against LMQ, and their series tied 1-1. Both Game 3 and Game 4 followed the same story, where both TSM and LMQ traded blows throughout the game until a victor appeared. In Game 3, the early game was a bloodbath with kills constantly being traded between one another. The game ends with LMQ being able to catch Bjergsen and Lustboy in the late game and siege their way to victory.
Well, with TSM's inventory, a slot has been saved for 5 pink wards. They're not able to lay down the pink wards, though. If you get in the face of TSM, they shut down Bjergsen, they shut down Lustboy for any disengage, and LMQ is on a rampage to the base now of TSM.
In Game 4, TSM took all the early game advantages, first blood, a successful counter gank, and more kills as well as first dragon.
Fight continues. Ackerman got himself right in the middle of a fight. That's exactly where you want a Mundo if your team can be there with him. More forced to flash out of Quadra Bubble. That's the oh my gosh, the last breath. That's not what you say. Last breath with huge initiation.
What a
coming
bubble.
in from Xiao. He's forced to flash and get an exhaust out so he can get himself out alive. The bubble kind of turned things around, but TSM was able to recuperate.
However, Xiao stopped TSM from snowballing too far with a much-needed pentakill to bring LMQ back into contention.
A huge last breath coming in from Xiao. Can he get the crits on the Infinity Edge? One going in. That's a double kill coming in from him. It's a pentakill in his eyes. He looks for the hit. He goes to Lustboy. That's the triple. He's going to get the quadra. The last hit. He goes for Bjergsen. Bjergsen gets the scat of the week. He's going to be within range. He gets the speed up from the bubble. Pentakill for Xiao.
Nevertheless, TSM won the last team fight and took the series into a Game 5. The last game of the series was a fanfare for TSM. It started off with over-aggression from No Name that allowed TSM to secure first blood. Then Dyrus was able to solo kill Ackerman in the top lane, showing emotion during the process.
Doesn't have the regular lead that he would usually have. Ackerman not finding a good engagement here. The Rune Prison goes down. He's going to break it with that crowd control reduction. And bing, bang, boom. The Dyrus comes up big on one.
I have never seen Dyrus that emotional after a kill. He was so pumped after 1v1ing Ackerman, and that's because you do not see 1v1s happen in the top lane.
Afterwards, multiple teamfights occur in favor of TSM, and the crowd peaks at its loudest throughout the series.
Bjergsen picks up another one. TSM starts to run amok. Vasily goes down, kills across the map. Moore trying to do what he can. Wild Turtle, a few more hits to keep himself alive. Drink the potion, man. Drink the potion. Moore gets popped up by a bubble. Wild Turtle stays alive anyways.
And all the credit there goes to Lustboy for flashing in front of the last Braum Q. 6 kills for TSM now in the game, 13 minutes in.
Overall, this was an uncharacteristic loss for LMQ. They started the series strong but fell off in the end. TSM secured a spot in the 2014 World Championship, putting LMQ in the third place match against Team Curse. During pregame of the third place match, Vasily came off emotional and hinted at LMQ disbanding after the season is over.
我只想我们5个人能继续搁在一起多打一场比赛。
The winner of this match would qualify for Worlds as the third seed for North America. The loser would be fourth place and not go to Worlds, something Team Curse was familiar with. The first 2 games were won by Team Curse. Despite First Blood going to LMQ, Curse was able to change the goal lead and game control in the middle to late game, and it went down to the last team fight, which Curse won.
Pretty cleanly, another slow for Moore. Will they go? And Ackerman says yes. He goes on a Void, a great knock, but he gets the death mark. Boy is surely going to fall, but he gets the ulti on first, and a triple kill comes in for Curse. They're going to take down Moore and Vasily as well. They're inside the base in 26 minutes. That is an ace for nothing.
With Curse up 2 games, LMQ was 1 away from 4th place in elimination from Worlds. But then a miraculous comeback happened. Game 3 saw Curse and LMQ battling in the early and middle game for control. LMQ got a great momentum swing with Dragon and 4 kills.
The battle has begun. Void stuck in the back lines, doing what he can to Xiao Wei Xiao, but he dies 1 for 0. Nice knockup by Moore, and in comes everybody. 3 kills picked up so far. This is a great fight for LMQ. Make that 4. Only Quas left alive. Flashes out. The cooling still on his tail, though.
Curse comes back, however, by jumping on LMQ without Ackerman in the fight. But then, LMQ jumps ahead and wins the game off of a fight in the Baron pit.
Can he make this fight steal happen? He wants it, but it goes to No Name, and the battle starts. Vasily kites back safely. He does survive, and now it's Quas. The front line's going down. 2 kills so far for LMQ. They're gonna make that 3 with a special. Cop forced to run, so is Void.
Game 4 saw LMQ with the biggest goal lead at 20 minutes all summer long. LMQ takes Dragon for free and a 15-minute Baron. LMQ then continuously caught Team Curse 1 by 1 until the last team fight where Xiao Wei Xiao pulls off a 3-man shockwave.
LMQ as well.
Shockwave in! 3! There's the engage. In comes No Name. Health bar so low. Quas dies. All will dominate. First one away as Void also drops 2 for 0. Into the base they go. Special will make a 3rd. Flays away. Doesn't matter. 4 members dead for Curse. This is sure to be LMQ grabbing a lot.
A surrender comes in the most lopsided victory of the 2014 playoffs. The series would be determined in a Game 5, but this time with LMQ having the momentum. In the last game of the series, both teams opted to teamfight as much as humanly possible during the mid-game. However, all of those fights went in favor of LMQ. The game was sealed after a last-ditch Baron effort by Curse 20 minutes into the game.
Because they're constantly going for team fight.
Xiao Wei Xiao, there's a great Braum ulti, and they find their way out onto it special, and No Name joins. 1 for 0 so far. No Name going mental in this fight, finds I will dominate. That is 4. Only Quas is alive. This could be the LMQ Baron. Quas will fall as well. A triple for No Name on Kha'Zix, and LMQ are in complete control.
LMQ would hold on to the massive kill and gold lead and pull off a reverse sweep to qualify for Worlds as the 3rd seed, and put Team Curse in their much-loathed 4th place. LMQ's ultimate dream of representing North America in Worlds was made true, despite how sloppy it came about. Even though they achieved their goal of Worlds, the games were about to be at its most difficult. LMQ was placed in what would be known as the Group of Death. Group C included LMQ, Fnatic, OMG, and Samsung Blue. This group was predicted to be the most competitive as well as the most aggressive. Most sites ranked Samsung Blue as the favorites to top the group, as well as LMQ to not advance. With an abysmal showing in the playoffs, these next games would be an uphill battle like nothing else. LMQ's first match in Singapore was against their former local rival, OMG. Everyone predicted that OMG would take the victory considering how historically LMQ has been inferior to them in the LPL. In the early game, both Vasily and Loveling stole Dragon from the opposing teams, and the teamfights kept going both ways. However, Moore would rise to the occasion by using Death Sentence to set up the teamfight to put LMQ on top.
Oh, will they go for it? It is only the support. Look, there's the hook. Loveling gets separated from his team. Going comes in, and still Cool waiting to find his ultimate. Who can he land it on? Sand forced away from this one. There's the ultimate coming in, but it doesn't do enough for Cool. The Death Sentence land from Moore. He gets the hook down. Sand jumps away for the poison, finishes him off with Vasily. Stun comes out and going. And OMG are dropping all across the map. It's a 4-0 to LMQ.
LMQ upsets OMG, to everyone's surprise except Crumbs at the analyst desk.
Did I say that?
Oh, I think you did.
I'm
Congratulations. What a
I
game from
couldn't
LMQ.
hear that over the screeching bald eagle that went by.
How is anyone supposed to predict that OMG played so bad?
However, the hype didn't follow through to their next game against Fnatic, once again being treated as the underdogs at the analyst desk and the fan vote during pregame. Once again, this game justifies Group C being called the Group of Death. Level 1, Fnatic invades LMQ and forces 3 flashes immediately. At the first Dragon, Fnatic secures first blood and catches No Name at the same time, giving them an edge in the early game and shutting down any sort of snowball potential from LMQ. However, Moore comes to the rescue and forces a fight that gives LMQ a significant edge.
And also, just faith in Xerath. I think it's very hard to bear against Xerath. That isn't going to last for long, though.
Oh, Moore coming into LMQ right now, and that is a hit up. Xiao is going to be getting the kill there. 3 go down immediately. I figured they were just taking the advantage of a wave that was going to give them a turret, but it was so much more.
LMQ then takes all 3 inhibitors and wins the game after deleting their only threat, Reckless.
They will slowly push these inhibitors. Never mind, LMQ doesn't play slow.
Going on towards Reckless, and early wild growth, but Xiao right in the middle of them. There's the shutdown coming in, and instantly 2 men die. 3, 4, only Sour's left alive. He will flash back towards the Nexus, but that is going to be the game. A cheeky TP from Soaz onto his Nexus turrets will do nothing, and LMQ go 2-0 in the group. What a start.
LMQ leaves day 1 of Singapore 2-0, leading in Group C to everyone's surprise. However, their win against Fnatic would be their last win as a team and as an organization. In LMQ's third game of the group stages, they would lose all their momentum after the defeat at the hands of Samsung Blue. It was a complete stomp right from the get-go. Samsung Blue was able to immediately shut down LMQ in the early game and leave no room for them to throw like Fnatic and OMG.
Completely misses. This time around, Joe calls out. There's the ultimate. Blindfold tricks us away. The Sapling is chasing. He's going to catch on towards him. He gets away. Ackerman comes in. He's taken low and breakable from Moore, just about stopping the damage. Death Sentence land pulls him in. Dane taking low, slides out the way. No names in trouble. He goes down, and it is all going Pete Tong for Samsung Blue.
In the fourth game, LMQ, against a Fnatic that was in a must-win situation if they wanted to get out of group stages, was completely dominated by a fed Reckless. Not only was he responsible for all the early game advantages, but he also obtained a pentakill at the very end.
To get the resets, there's the equalizer. They've got to walk back over it. Double kill for Reckless. Can he get any more here? He will get more. And now they're on towards No Name. Are they trying to give a pentakill over to Reckless? They are. There's the Quadra. Can he get himself the pentakill? Cyanide and Piquet both closing in. There's the slow. Xiao goes over the wall. Reckless comes in and gets the pentakill.
The game afterwards against Samsung Blue had LMQ look awful mechanically and individually. A whiffed Ackerman ult.
We're gonna get to see it here. It goes across here.
Yeah, that was must have been a misclick from him. I'm not sure what happened there. Terrible equalizer.
Along with LMQ constantly getting caught out, gave Samsung Blue the victory. In their last and final match of the group stages, they would be pitted against OMG once again. However, shaken from the previous matches, LMQ cannot contain OMG after they obtained the gold lead. The game was sealed from the last Baron fight.
They have to commit.
Baron goes low. Dada actually taking a big blast. Where is the Baron going? He goes over to OMG. No Name tried to get in. He got out, but Loveling chases him. Vasily is there. The Cullen shredding him down. That gives a reset, and No Name will fall. It's a double for Loveling with the Baron. This is OMG's chance to take in hits.
LMQ ended the group stages with 2 wins and 4 losses. They did not qualify for the quarterfinals. Just like the regular season, they started off hot but lost all momentum in the end with a very abysmal performance. This would be the very last time we would see LMQ ever again.